So, I finally covered my gray in a way that is acceptable to me. I like it because you can see that the gray is highlighted, but it's not really light. I don't like light highlights on me because to me, it doesn't look, I don't like the way it looks. I prefer darker highlights. And so you can see the gray is like a medium brown. And then there you go. So you can see it, but it's not like, oh, highlights. And then once again, I got the makeup going on because you can put makeup on just to mom. That's okay. I am actually going to be running out on a few errands, and my goal for moving forward is to not use the babysitter as much, but to use it like when I have errands and probably in the winter time when if I need to run out or whatever. But what I'm trying to do is like go on either more outings with the children or do more things at home. And when I say more things, I mean like take out that splash thing that I bought for them. It's just been really humid, and it was humid from May. And normally the humidity doesn't go in until August, and so even going outside on the deck. Usually at this time, I like to go outside on the deck, and it could be too because they cut down my tree, and so it's just all exposed. So it's like you don't even have like shade going on. It's just sun. Just you're just on no shade, so it's not probably not as enjoyable. But I'm thinking about calling our contractor to see if I can if he can give me some ideas on how to put up like a pergola or something like that where I can build on top of the deck and maybe put like a canopy across, like maybe two, sheets of like canvas or something like that, like a canopy across, so at least it gives some type of shelter. And it's just not like openly exposed because that's what it is now, and I don't like that. So that is what I am thinking to do. But if it wasn't so humid, I definitely, would be outside more and send the children outside more. But um, the heat has been really wet. But so I cut my hair. I tapered the back. I just took the clippers and tapered the back and did a texturizer myself. So, and that's what I did because it's too challenging for me to try to get to the hairdresser. Um, and so I think I'm just going to keep it short, not this short. I'm going to let it grow out, some more because I want the rest of it to be like this long, so I can like more tuck, but I'm going to keep it short so that I can texturize it myself and not have to necessarily go to the hairdresser because that comes with its own, because I have to get the babysitter and then, it's a bit much right now. Maybe as the children get a little older or the youngest one gets a little older or something like that. Um, and we'll just go from there. But I feel like I can texturize it myself. I know how to do the deep conditions. I'm gonna look into getting like a hair mask, like the best hair mask for just to moisture and strengthen and things like that. And because it's short, I can just easily wash it. It's not like when I had the relaxer. If I wash it, then I have to set it, and then I have to get the pH balance back and all of this stuff. But with this, I can, like, I just washed it last night, did the color, and then I moisturize it back, and and it doesn't take long for the moisture to get back in. So I think wearing it short is the way that I'm going to go. I think I'm gonna have to use a little bit of gel on these little edges there. I don't know that I'm going to be doing braids this year because, as I said, it was kind of an epic fail trying to use a braider to do it because just no, it wasn't working out. And it's the same like, going to the hairdresser. It's keeping me out of the house longer than I want to. Um, that I want to be. And so, and the coordination just ends up just not working out very well. And so, this is an easy style that I can do. I just moisturize it in the morning and, it's like the sides back, and there you go. So not much to do. And that's really what I need in this season, not much to do. And as it grows out, those straight parts that you see are going to start to be clipped off, because that's the remainder of the Wave Nouveau part there. I'm going to get that off. And yeah, so this is me embracing the new, because usually I do not walk around with my hair this short. The last time my hair was this short, I had braids in, and then I got the Wave Nouveau, and I really didn't take pictures or anything like that, because I didn't like my hair short, but I have decided to embrace the new, because this is what it is right now, and this is what can support what I need right now, as far as me being able to do my hair myself, and as far as me being able to move and flow the way that I need to move and flow, as flexible as I need to move and flow right now in this season. So sometimes we got to do that. Sometimes the things that we do in one season, even if we've been doing it for several seasons and we're used to that, we walk into or step into another phase of life or another season of life, and it could be anything. It could be a new job. It could be you got married. It could be, you got, a new baby. It could be you got your third child, and that's the one that really made you go, whoa. That third one seemed like we doubled the amount of kids in the house, so it's, you may just need to put away what you've known and continue with the new thing. And maybe you will never go back to what was. I don't know that I will ever go back to a relaxer, because if I can have my hair, my natural hair, be manageable and it look the way that I want to, then I'm okay with my hair being more on the natural side. Now, it's not fully natural, it's partially because it's just a texturizer, but that makes it easier for me to deal with my hair and to like dealing with my hair, not fighting with it and it being annoying, and, me trying to braid it up so that I don't have to deal with it, type of a thing. So that's where we are. My goal for this holiday week slash weekend was to get the whole house clean and deep cleaned and decluttered. And I have started. I got a bunch of storage bins so that things that are on surfaces can be put away and stored more neatly, on all the floors of the house. And I am getting rid of things that we do not need. I am being more purposeful about um, creating and maintaining certain rhythms. And for instance, the dishes, instead of them piling up, it's like, okay, I need to maybe every Monday, Wednesday, Friday run the dishwasher, get everything in there, run the dishwasher. So I know Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays I have to run the dishwasher. So I'm not sitting there like, oh my God, there's so many things. And then it's too much for the dishwasher. So then you have to run another load. So if I can do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I think that would do well in me being able to keep the counter clearer. And then, as far as, and maybe do the same like Tuesdays and Thursdays, or maybe Wednesdays, and on the weekend, wipe down days where I go and I wipe down all the surfaces. I go and, vacuum up, the fur that's around, um, wipe down the bathrooms. And so that way, I'll do deep cleans at certain intervals, but sir, I can do surface cleans, and I will keep it more tidy and help me to, keep things, because I don't like things. I mean, yes, we're going to have a lot of stuff because there are a lot of us in this house. Between the, people and animals, there's a lot going on. But that doesn't mean it has to be chaotic. And that's been the problem. I don't like seeing things just all over the place. And so just figuring out how to organize things, because part of the problem for me is if I need to grab things, which there are a lot of things that I need to grab, whether it be daily or, during the week, multiple times during the week, I need to have them readily available. So I don't want to put it away and then have to, oh, okay, which bin is it in again, or where is it again, and have to, it's just easier for me to grab things. I'm homeschooling multiple kids, so it's easier for me. Okay, we're finished for the day, just leave it on the table because the next day I have to get it again. So I need to also restructure how I do things. So, because if it's bothering me that it's so chaotic, then, and I want it neat, then I need to figure some type of system where I'm not digging all over for things and I can easily find things and easily grab things when I need them. So that will encourage me to put things away if I feel like I'm not digging it out to have to put it back in and dig it out again. So that's what I'm working on right now. So yeah. um and my babysitter is going to be here in 17 minutes. I'm going to run out. I'm going to make a donation of some things that we no longer need, so I'm going to donate that to the thrift store. I'm going to go to Whole Foods to get some protein shakes. I am going to go to I want to go to Ulta Beauty because I'm trying to find a lipstick that's like a dark color, like dark brown or dark plum or something like that. But it has to be Almay. That's the thing, because it's, I have to use that allergy-free stuff. So I want to do that. Yesterday I got me 2 bags of Blow Pops because, as I said, I'm not going to be utilizing the babysitter as much, and so I ran out yesterday and got me 60 Blow Pops. So that's going to hold me for a bit. I usually eat one a night, maybe 2. So that's going to last me, it'll at least last me a month and a half. So if I just say, you know what, I'm only going to do one, each night, then that'll last me a month and a half. So, but my focus has been just moving at a slower pace, being more intentional about what I'm doing, what I'm involved in, how I am engaging, and just moving at a slower pace, a more purposeful pace, taking the time, to pause before, proceeding with things, and just engaging in a more relaxed lifestyle, because I have tended to be the person who was like, doing all these things at the same time, and just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. That's not really, something that you want to, do forever, because in doing that you miss things, and yes, I did take moments and stuff to myself and everything like that, but I don't need to live that way anymore. It's like when you're in your 20s and your 30s, you're living that way because, just different things. But, I'm about to be 45, and, I want to live more in a more relaxed manner. A more relaxed manner. More relaxed, more free, more, what's the word? More flexible. So where I don't have a lot of things that are tying me down, type of a thing, where I can say, you know what, like the other day I said, you know what, we're going to go to the aquarium today. They forecasted rain, but it's not raining and it doesn't look like it's going to rain. So we're going to go to the aquarium. So then that way, the rest of the weekend, we can stay in and I can get the cleaning done. Because in order for me to clean, I need to be home. So it's not like me run out and come back and then, clean. That's, too much. So, because then it's like, oh, then this, that, getting back into that frenzy. And that's what I want to avoid. So I want to be able to be like, you know what, today, these are the areas that I'm going to clean, and make goals that aren't like, oh, I'm gonna have to do these 5 things today, but more so these 2 things I'm gonna do today. And at some point, during the day, and then it's like I know that that's what I need to do, so it's like, okay, let me do it now, let me work on this a little bit now, okay, let me, so that, as I said, that's the way I'm living my life right now. And for the foreseeable future, I don't see that changing, because this is a more enjoyable way to live. I mean, it was fun being involved in all these different things, but it came with a lot of stress and a lot of headache. And I just don't want that in my life anymore, you know, because sometimes you want to do something and you just want it to go smoothly. But then if you're working with people, it ends up, people bringing their own personalities and their own expectations and stuff like that. And if you're the type of person where it's like, I just want to keep it moving, boom, 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 you may be dealing with people that aren't that way. And so, it just, ends up being stressful. And I'm about no stress. I have enough going on that I have to deal with. So I'm not going to be engaging in what I don't need to deal with. So that's my life. That is my life. And so I want to make some Johnny cake. I cooked lamb for myself and some Spanish rice yesterday, so yay. But I've been wanting to make Johnny cakes for the longest while. I even got to the point that I did the mix and everything, and I just needed to add the water and go do it, but I didn't. And now that the heat wave has broken, it's like this is the time to get the cooking done, because when it's hot, then you're not going to cook, because it just makes it hotter. So I'm like, okay, I need to look at the forecast and see, what's, so I could make sure that I strategically do things. Which reminds me, where's my plantain? I got oh, it's in there. I got plantain yesterday. Wait a minute. Oh, there it is. It's right there. I'm like, no, it's not in the room. So I got plantain yesterday, so I'm gonna fry that up so I can eat that with the lamb. And then I got chicken, so I'm gonna make some stewed chicken. The kids already have their stuff situated. I think I want to bake some cupcakes for myself. The kids have muffins. They have some banana nut muffins there. But I don't eat that, so I want to possibly use some cupcakes. So I need to look at the forecast so I can strategically get these things situated. And so the color that I did is a medium brown. So now I know that that's the color to go with. I was wondering like which color I should go with. Like, should I go with medium brown or should I go with dark brown? Is dark brown going to be too dark? And I'm like, well, I think I need to try the medium brown first, because I could always go darker if I feel that I need to. And I actually ended up working out well, because I normally use Clairol Advanced Gray, and I use a rich dark brown color. And it really does, it completely covers the gray. Like you can't even tell that there's any gray there, but it's a little harsh for me, a little harsh for my skin tone, a bit dark. And so that's why I was thinking about the medium. But my question with the medium is that I didn't know if it would cover the gray the way enough that I wanted. Like I don't want to see the gray at all, and if it's there that it's covering it dark enough, like if it's not making it disappear, that it's covering it dark enough that I'm not like, that's my gray hair popping up in highlights. So these are more darker highlights, and so I'm fine with that. And I actually use a different brand. So I normally use Clairol, but I had ordered that from Amazon, and they were supposed to deliver it the same day, which they didn't. And then the next day came, and they're like, oh, it may be, the following day or the day after that. And I'm like, okay, I want to get this done. So I saw, I'm like, let me go and see what Walmart has because they deliver within 2 hours. And let me see what like Target has because Target I can also get delivery within 2 hours. So I'm like, these are the two places that would deliver within, with that day that I can possibly get because Sally's doesn't deliver and I wasn't going out. So, so I've been using this and I recognize that name from before. And I'm gonna have to pause this.